tough act to follow. I
Oh,
see why nobody signed up for number 3. From our, okay. How many of you heard about that storm that happened last week? They couldn't determine if it was a tornado, didn't know what kind of storm it was. Every day they kept using it as a tag for us to tune into the news. I said, if whatever college those weathermen went to, I'm not going near that college. They couldn't tell a windstorm came through and blew a house down, and that's a tornado? They shouldn't be forecasting the weather. Who would come up with anything like that? But I want to tell you guys, I'm going to miss all of you. I'm kind of cheap, and this was my therapy, and it saved my copay. So now I'm going to have to go back to paying copays. I can't come anymore on Tuesday night, and that's why I'm here tonight, because I want to take that copay, and now I don't know what I'm going to do because RJ's is not going to be here anymore. I don't know if it's because, oh, thank you. I'll pay it. I'll keep that copay. And that, because, money is tight. It's really, really, really tight. Like, I drive a Honda Element, and I took it in to get the oil change, and they told me I was going to have to get brake service and get my brake work done. It's like $500-some. I said, I'm not driving a plane. I said, this is a Honda Element. How is it going to cost for $500 just to get the brakes fixed? I mean, I can stop this car with my feet. Elements, to shape like a cube, and they also they had a car called the Cube, and I was like, they spent $1 million to come up with the name the Cube, and every time I'm behind that, I'm thinking they probably had about at least 100 meetings to come up with the name the Cube. Can you believe that? And that's not talking about how much they may have spent just to come up with the Cube. I mean, it's unreal. And so I said, well, I'm not paying $500 to have brakes put on a Honda Element. You got to be kidding me. No way. I'll just take my chances. So then I lay there, and I have to go pick up my contact lenses. So I get there, they tell me $200. I said, I'm not trying to see into space. I'm trying to see to get out of here. I mean, it's just ridiculous how we get ripped off. So once again, I'm going to miss all of you because I am cheap. I often wonder, like, I follow politics, the news, the weather, all that. So I often listen to Obama. Have you noticed how he pauses a lot before he speaks? I can't imagine being in the bedroom with him. Can you imagine? Michelle is in the bed, and he walks in the room, and he pauses like, Michelle? Yes, Obama, what is it? Can we what, honey? Well, I'm trying to bring down the cost of Obamacare. But I think we can do something in the bed tonight. Well, what is it you think we can do? I think we need to move the covers back, make some room here, and then we can get busy. He would drive me nuts. I could not deal with no man that could not get his thoughts together and get them out of his mouth. By the time he gets to bed, I done got up and went somewhere and felt me some. That's something I can't do. But let me tell you guys something. 2 years ago, I got laid off from my job, right?
oh
And I was
gosh.
trying to get my unemployment, and they would not give me my unemployment, New York State Department of Labor. So what I did was write a suicide note. And the next day, I got my benefits. So I said, I'm on to something here. So my sister recently got laid off from her job. This is recently. Well, actually a few months back. And she got denied her unemployment benefits, right? So I took the liberty to write her letter to the Department of Labor to help her get her unemployment benefits. I mailed the letter, certified mail, sent it to the commissioner, told him how she was going to commit suicide just like I did, and if I don't have benefits tomorrow, her son is graduating from high school this year. They think he's a possible person to play football. The high school coaches are looking at him, because I'm from the Midwest, and my nephew is a real big football star, so I know people love the Colts there. That's where I'm from, and so I put a mention there, possibly he might be playing for the Colts, right? So I mailed this letter off, sent it certified mail, I think it was Friday. So then on the news, the kid in Santa Barbara that went out and killed all those kids, all those other kids and stuff, and he also had some issues. So now I'm scared for my sister. I'm scared that there's going to be a SWAT team at her house. Just sent the letter off. So I don't know what to tell her. And I think the SWAT team might be there tomorrow because they think now she might be suicidal. Because I sent the letter to the commissioner to help her get her unemployment. So I don't know how I'm going to explain to them that it was just a joke. It's not serious. I was just trying to help. Because now there's this heightened awareness of people wanting to commit suicide and do something crazy, right? So my sister is probably under surveillance right now, thanks to me. So I don't know how I'm going to recover from that one. Oh, I have to tell you guys, have you also been following Sterling, you know, the guy that made the comments about the Lakers and the players? And you know, before him, it was what, Paula Dean, and then I think Mark Cuban has jumped in there. You know, I mean, when it first happened with Paula Dean, I was on her side because, you know, soul food can do some things to you. It can make you say things you would never say. That's why they call it soul food, because when you hang around black people, you eat like us, you act like us, it make you say things. And then, you know, then it happened with Sterling. I was like, well, you know, I can see him, you know, he's around black people, the players, he probably just thinking, nigga this, nigga that, you know, didn't think much about it, you know, and then when Mark Cuban did and talked about the hoodie and how he felt afraid and stuff, I said, once again, you know, he's around black people. So ease up off of these folks. They feeling us, you know? They get in the groove, speaking our language, talking the way we talk, hanging the way we talk. And, you know, then you see on the news now, they're getting ready to lose their empires. But, you know, I could have told them, see, when you go black, you go broke. They didn't get the full memo. They just got part of the memo, not the whole thing. Because, see, when you go around acting like us, you don't have no money. Don't they know that? But, you know, they learn, they know it now, right? All right, so I'm just your intermission here. So thank you guys. You've been wonderful. You've been great. And